It would help if the microphone was on. How's everyone doing today? Let's see here. Mac, Pretora, Cheops, Sora, Tim, Ken, Navy Man, Apophis, Mario, Mox, Cooper. How's it going? Docs, Duck. It's karma for what he does with his crew. Terrible. Truly, truly terrible. How dare you?
Well done.
Okay, I just finished my Pavo, which I was fully present at my chair for. It sounded like I was chanting a spell, reading out people's names. Damn. Archmagos, how's it going? Let me get to the right scene here. Just looking good today. Let's see. My hair is a little bit rough, but we're just going to roll with it. Okay. Best part of your weekend is this stream. Evil, thank you for the follow. Let's get over to the correct account. Yep, we're going into her lawyer on whatever day next Wednesday is to get all the legal stuff sorted out. So again, thank you to everyone for the support there. Finally, the episodic content we desire. Oh no. I don't know what's sad about the First Contact Day event. I've seen a bunch of people talking about in Discord. I don't remember what the buyout cost for that event is going to be. The thingy from it looks interesting though. I'm interested in playing with the new abilities, so before I say any more, I should check. Is the blog actually out, or is it just the is it just okay, so it's just the loading screen. Okay, so it's just the loading screen. I have no further comment on the rewards other than they're interesting. Okay. um Oh yeah, rewards plural. Yeah. Evil, thank you for the sub. Very much appreciated. Jay. Remember, this is like a free-to-play account. I think I still have a coupon here. Yeah, I do. I also need to clear out this inventory. Remember, too, guys, we have a Start Your Adventure sale. That should still be up. Yeah, it's supposed to be until the 10th, but it's still set to end tomorrow. Anything is better than the reward from the last event. This is a really good reward. It's not going to be jumping out as super exciting to a ton of people, but it's a good reward. Yeah, the inventory is so small. That is the truth right there. I'm going to go to my bridge real quick. Robert?
Watch the wheel, not the girl.
Yeah, I haven't even claimed some of these things that I've gotten from like giveaways and all that. Oh, no. For right now, I'm just going to put some of these tokens away. Let me see here. Did I use the elite captain? No, I haven't. Okay, so I need to actually use an elite captain training token on this character, it looks like. Get an extra trait slot there. But let's open some of these boxes. What marks do I need here? I need all the marks. I haven't kept up on the reputation or anything on this account. Best tanking Fed ship. I mean, the Terran Styx is technically a Fed ship. The Friendship is a Fed ship just from the future. The Friendship's really good. The Friendship, the Styx. I mean, those are all technically Fed ships. Yeah, so this is a free to play account that I'm on right now. It is super limited. I apparently don't have a major regenerator on me. That's rough. Yeah, all these event boxes just really flood your inventory. Let's salvage some stuff here. Just gonna salvage all this unprotected stuff. I probably just got rid of something valuable, but I honestly just don't care right now. Oh, I discarded a mission reward. Rip. And for whatever reason, my Stream Deck just got unplugged. So the way I look at it, if you're talking about best and tank in the same sentence, if it doesn't have a commander command, it's immediately non-relevant. Immediately. If it doesn't have commander command, it's not going to be in that best tank category. Mav? The Credence, I mean, if you want to make it a tank, you can do it, sure, but it's not going to be as good as the commander command platforms. Check the recycle thing. Yeah, let's see here. Retrieve. No, it's not there. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I do need to just go in and protect some of this other stuff, though. That thing doesn't need to be protected. Yeah, I mean, the inventory here compared to my main account, it's a bit ridiculous. Like, this is so limited. This is, you know, the legitimate, like, if you're a new player, this is your legitimate experience when you're dealing with this stuff, is your inventory is this limited. It's a bit ridiculous, but that's just how it is. I honestly, with all this gear here, I need to just go over to an actual shipyard so I can start dumping gear on some other ships. So I'm going to leave the bridge and go do that quick. What's my take on the I assume the Legendary Galax versus the Vengeance? Well, the Legendary Galax has command intel, which, I mean, that's still a really good specialization combo. But the Vengeance is temp, you know, intel temp. So I think in the current meta, if you're doing an uncon heavy setup, then the Vengeance comes out ahead. But if you are looking for something a little bit more tanky, yeah. Terrible, Jula. uh what is the reward from the upcoming first contact day? The blog is not out, so I'm not going to comment on it. I'll just say that it's interesting. Yeah, so the event starts on Tuesday. Yeah. 2 days right there. Federation mission scout ship. So that's the ship data was flying in Insurrection. Which Borg TFO can you play with the jelly? I mean, if you have a jellyfish that is fully built out with jump consoles, I mean, you could do Cure, you could do Infected, you could do, I mean, Hive, definitely. Like, there's been jellyfish builds that have done, like, millions of DPS in Hive before. I bet it's a shuttle. It's not a playable ship. Ash Trek, how's it going? They're trying to take advantage of you since you're not on your primary account. The blog will probably be out Monday. So yeah, I'm not going to leak any more than I have prior to that. Other than just me repeatedly saying it's good. Okay. So when you're dealing with limited storage, and even if you do have a lot of storage on your account, one of the best things you can do typically is just use some of your other ships that you have as a place to store your excess gear. So what I tend to do is exactly what you're seeing here, where I will go in and I'll just take these random consoles that I have, the random gear, and I'm just going to toss it onto, you know, a ship that I have over in the shipyard. And, you know, that's just a good free way that you can get some extra inventory. Okay, I'm just looking to see which of these I've even actually leveled or done anything with. I'm just gonna fully discard this ship for now. It's reclaimable. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab some of the other stuff from my bank quick and just toss it in here. I also need to repair my ship. So just all of the ship gear I'm gonna take out of my bank so I can put my other stuff actually right in there. And this is just a good, easy way to get some additional storage space. Yeah. You can easily set up a build on the jellyfish that works without being in the jellyfish mode. Absolutely. And that'll, you know, the jellyfish, like the bridge officer layout on it is not the best, but you can still, you know, get something capable on it for when you're not in that mode. And with the Vovin console, you can get that, you know, back pretty quickly anyways, so. I'm just dumping all of these consoles here. All the stuff I'm not going to use. Oh, that's another deflector. That's why I can't put that there. I can't put the Omnis all on the same ship, but I can just spread them out. Okay, one more Omni. There we go. And I do have a T6 coupon, so I can spice this build up a little bit if I want. I'm still on the Nagus. I think I set this back up around December. I went through and just updated the build a bit. I think I'm gonna stick with the Nagus Marauder for right now. I don't have Uncon on this, and I'm not pouring a ton of resources into it. I actually have 2 T6 coupons. I also have that elite captain token I mentioned, so I can use one of those on the captain. I think that's from the anniversary giveaways, and I've got an experimental ship upgrade token, so I'll use one of those to get one more console slot on the ship. Oh no, what ship should I buy? I don't remember which one I don't currently have. You know how the kith is for random TFOs, given its low survivability. Um, I think if you get it to do surgical strikes on it, especially with the lower survivability, it's probably going to be a bit rough in randoms. I mean, if you've got the resources to pick it up and you just really want to play with that surgical strikes, then sure. ETM wouldn't do anything here because this is beam overload because people want beam overload. Grumpy, how's it going? Nothing, Jay. I was just clearing out my inventory and I have some ship coupons, so I was thinking of grabbing a ship or two here. Yeah, I mean the Atlantis for its trait and all that would be fine. I already have the Iwani. I think from the anniversary bundle, the Kerala. I hear the Iwani is usable. Yeah, the Iwani is definitely usable. EWC. That would be a good point to go for. I would just have to level it up. The Kerala would make sense to go for here just because the beam accessories. I'm only gonna grab the console for right now. I'm not gonna level the ship up. And let me find that here. Yeah, so I'll just grab that, and I'm gonna put the other one back in the bank for right now. But yeah, let's get into the story missions because that's what everyone is here wanting to see. So let's do the episodes here. The first is going to be Storm Clouds Gather.
The Alliance has agreed to assign.
Get the Kardashev for giggles. Terrible. Stargate, how's it going? Rachel? Grumpy, thank you for the 10. Do I reckon they're going to have a ROM recruit event? And oh no. I think Delta would be up next, right? So Delta, like Delta's the only one that's actually got Romulan involvement. So nice, logical. Delta this week, yeah, that would make sense.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Come on. The High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
Why is it not letting me go full impulse? That's right. Okay.
This is station control.
It just is more like there's some different unlocks that you can get account wide doing them for each faction. It's just a little bit of extra dill and marks. And what's a good beam overload trait? You know, Grumpy, the best Zen ships video. That all the recommendations there apply to everything. I mean, I think Delta is always a great time to make yourself a Romulan character, given it is the only recruitment event that Romulans are part of.
Hello. Nice to be
But
working with you again.
you need your theme though? Oh no. I gotta speak to a bunch of random people. I don't remember.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors. Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security
Hold on.
efforts.
Just making sure my FPS is locked there. Here, immersion.
Chancellor Gempark has an office here.
I walk right past him. I'll just threw him off. Delta, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Bureaucrats.
Consul Deton's office. There are several.
Been so long since I've done these missions, I don't remember what all is going on.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Something else on your mind?
The issue is, though, because of how the mechanics in Stow work, when you go single target, like,
Father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe
you're drawing less threat, but your survivability is also lower. Like, the AoE firing modes enable you to have more survivability.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hello there. Surprise. Once upon will there.
There's a lot of
The
talking.
alliance has-
Another wave of talking.
Ah, you must I must something on your.
Hello. My look. Yeah. Was there some?
Thank you, Stargate, for reminding me of that.
Can I get you something?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
I don't remember if I did. How many more of these contacts is there going to be?
The summit.
Beam overload is superior for your immersion.
You're...
If I can have it. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse.
Yeah.
We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what...
Jay, if you have it unlocked, you should be able to.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has
Dave
that
Mike.
changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
Go to the damaged pylon section and secure it before the...
Yeah, we got this. Yeah, when you're playing through this like the first time and you're taking in the story elements, you know, it's enjoyable, but the replay of this entire arc is, what is my character's lore? My viewers hate me. That's the entire lore of this. There's no like RP lore like that if that's what you're hoping for. It's not something I really do. So more the more. Have a nice day. Hate is a strong word. Yeah, I know. My viewers enjoy seeing the suffering. Oh yeah, I've got a trade slot I forgot to fill. Thank you for reminding me. Apparently I have like no ground trade slots filled right now.
Is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the
Oh.
source. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Yeah, let's give my fabrications more resistance. That doesn't actually do anything, but let's go for it. I don't really have many great trades. Why is Boimler not slotted? Okay. What DPS crowd? There's not even like a much of a DPS scene left right now. Like there's been no runs really for the past couple of months just because of how horrible the server performance has been. Everyone it's all solo runs. And that's already like slowed down a little bit. Because we were starting to get too much lag even in solos. Bane, how's it going? Oh, I gotta extend the bridges, don't I? Okay. Yeah, I mean the server performance is not helping keep people engaged, and there's also been a few people who have decided to just reduce their playtime. Andy, how's it going? Lots of thunderstorms. Yeah. Yeah, Quark's Lucky 7 is a really great mission.
Okay, you're almost in the clear.
Yes, Steven. Uh, David, I'm pretty sure that's in the next couple of days. Like within the next week here.
All right,
I feel like right now they're just a bit overwhelmed with all the other stuff. I have a video I'm working on that's going to go over some of the recent bugs with stuff. I wanted to have it out this week. I just didn't have time. You guys are doing a nice bit of damage to me there. Yeah, that's one of the things too. Like you see a lot of the player base hate on the DPS stuff, and it's like, you know, that's like one of the few things that keeps people engaged long term. Because like when it comes to actual like end game for this game, it's well, once you've played it for a little bit, you realize it's pretty lacking. The end game is your own creation. I am having a great time here. Uba, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Bandy Shields 2025 with a new meta. You can die in this episode without a lot of effort. Yeah, this ground build isn't good enough for this. DPS records are limited by Xbox? Yes, they are. Perk swarming will continue until morale improves. Yes. Yeah. Indeed, Japs. There we go. Now I can return to the ship. When are we going to run some TFOs? This is a story-focused stream, so there's not going to be any TFOs on the stream today. You were just looking at some of these comments on YouTube. Personally reduce your playtime instead to a minimum of the daily event and maybe sometimes the endeavors. Yeah. This game has always had an endgame issue. It's why like the DPS chasing, it's why that became such a big thing, because it gave people something to do. But then you get parts of the player base that just get so mad about it. No, that goes against the entire point of this. That this is solo for it's a challenge stream. If I was going through and like wanting to just dumpster through this, I would just go on my main account.
That was close. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Terrible, Steven. Yeah, the broadside console's nice for the Herc.
Plotting the course for Beta-Z. May the prophets guide you.
There we go.
Nice work. But I'm afraid there's...
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Honor your ancestors. Fight now and destroy the herd. Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Chief, I need those systems online!
Yeah, Jelly would be really great here. Oh yeah, look at that broadside console just knock some of these guys out. Avrod, how's it going?
Systems online in 60 seconds.
Hydra console's also pretty good for this, yeah. Gibbs, how's it going?
Don't let the frigate swarm.
Grumpy, thank you for the 5 gifted. Very much appreciated. Yeah. I wish Fire at Will was in a better state.
Just a few more seconds. Defense systems online. Target the Herc and open fire.
I need to fix my keybinds on this character. I got the correct amount. Gibbs with the 50 gifted memberships. Damn, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Gibbs. I appreciate that, man. Gibbs, thank you for that. Talk about spam. Gibbs and Grumpy, thank you to both of you for all them gifted. Orange chicken status funded. Yep. A lot of orange chicken right there. That's a Muds bundle, yeah? No. I've been like on the fence about wanting to pick up some Muds bundles, you know, in the past couple of months, but I think just given everything going on right now, I'm a bit hesitant to spend that amount. Like, I feel like with what Zen I have right now, I need to just be smarter about how I use it. Because I'm not going to be able to pick up any more for the next couple of months. Does YouTube pay you... If people watch you with YouTube Premium, do you get revenue from it? Yeah, of course. It's actually... Like, if you are viewing content with YouTube Premium, the creator you're watching is getting more revenue than if you were watching the ads. Nice.
The last of them.
How much does the membership pay you? So on YouTube, it's $3 for the base tier, and then it's this, YouTube takes 30% of that, so I get $2.10. But if you watch using an ad blocker, then nothing. Bill, how's it going? Mr. Flawless, Gibbs gifted a lot. Grumpy gifted some there as well. Like, that was a lot right there.
Let it expand to the Republic. There will be resistance to getting involved, but letting the Herc destroy the Gamma Quadrant is not a logical option.
I can get a better Oleron beam.
I have received a curious request from Kai Kira of Bajor.
That's definitely what I should go for, right? I shouldn't have went for that. I should have grabbed the mission exclusive reward, but let's get that better beam on here. I'm gonna have to start the member. Yeah, feels like it. I think right now the minimum is I need like a minute for the member list roll, because it's at like 400 and something. Yeah. I think premium, depending on how many devices you watch YouTube on, can really come in handy. Like, I know you can get ad blockers on Android and all that, but like if I'm gonna watch something on my phone, I want to just use the actual YouTube app. Why am I in this window? I'm so used to going right to that window. Okay, so the next story mission here is Armistice.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former Kai, Opaka, was something else.
Yeah, the servers and the lag, the rubber banding, yeah, it's a bit excessive for any higher level DPS stuff right now. Most of the people I would do runs with haven't really been playing too much. Like, we've all sort of stepped back engagement with the game a little bit just because the server performance has been so bad this year. The proxy settings, none of that matters. It's just we're at a point where we have so many abilities, so much going on. I think the game struggles at that level of play. Like when there's just that many things you've got going on your build. Yeah, lag and rubber banding have been present for a long time. They've been really bad in team environments, like at higher performance levels for a very long time. But the past couple of years have just gone so bad. And the thing is, it's not router or ISP, because it'll happen to everyone in the run at the exact same time. We'll all, like 5 people, different parts of the world, different routes to the server. We get the exact same rubber band spikes at the exact same time. Abilities all misfire the exact same time. It's not a network issue. It's their server can't handle everything we have going on.
I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite.
Definitely getting worse, yeah. It is a Stowe specific issue.
Looks like this.
You should picking up some debris clouds from Herc ships in orbit.
Mac, I did see your message on Discord. That's an interesting idea.
It's possible some Herc bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Feels like the weapons are choking. Someone mentioned that there was like dev comments from champions back in the day of like when you get to a point of just enough going on, the engine struggles a bit.
We're in position. All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been issues like that before. Several years ago, there was an issue with us having I forget what the exact wording was. Jet fixed it, but it was like there was a cap on how many things you could have going at a time, and it was like 1,000. And like Jet had to find a way to bring it down to a more reasonable level.
We're not alone. Herc life signs dead ahead. This is interesting.
One of the issues we found too, and I talked about this last year, is especially for TFOs, they put too many instances like on the same core thread or whatever on the server. When Organic Nebula was causing performance issues, we did some testing, and we found that like one person using that in one instance would cause like the other 4 instances of that map that were up to all lag at the exact same time. Organic Nebula was really fun times. Yeah, it was interesting for the testing it enabled. We were able to test some of the lag theories.
I think you'll.
And it definitely is a contributing factor is for sure just that there's too many instances like loaded onto the same core or whatever. Spencer's a big fan of Distant Night during the time. I haven't seen Distant Night around too much recently. Soul always takes longer to load because it's just such a popular map. There's so many people on it.
Since we've had peaceful visitors. And Kai Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Yeah.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life.
Osper, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated.
And we have something to bring with us. A miracle. Is that? Yes, a blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis. As you can see, our peace. They're very well.
Stanky boy. Yeah. That's been funny. Like the guy went on Blue Sky and admitted that he was indeed Hicks, and then now he's denying it. Like the account, like I remember right after it started like sending messages, I was getting messages from people saying, does this sound like Hicks? And like I read it and it's like, yeah, I mean it's got the same writing style, some of the same terms that you only see Hicks saying, so never seen anyone go into reverse at warp 9.95 pass. Yeah. Yeah, we're running dual cannons right now for the Credence console. I mean, realistically, the difference is very small. If you already have a set of DHCs, don't worry about it.
You have those things are attacking. Defend yourselves. Roland's down. Medic! Someone help him.
I'm afraid he's dead.
The doctor.
Yeah, Maverick, I mean, if you're going for that and you're going to grab new weapons anyways, then yeah, I would just go for the dual cannons right now. They're going to be cheaper too, because most people are still just focused on DHCs. Good reminder for you to open. Terrible. I mean, Ramsden, if you want it, sure, but I don't think it's a must-have. That was interesting. Alex, it's the ability auto activation over on console that is meant to help you in that regard. It's not perfect, but it's supposed to help. Yeah, but the Lobi wide arc, I mean, I just don't really think that's been anything too crazy for a while. I mean, if you're looking for something,
Everyone made it out in one piece.
I mean, it's fine. I just don't think it's crazy. Yeah, pretty much, Mav. I mean, it's just that one does happen to have a proc that is not terrible. There we go. Is it protonic polaron? Because that is really terrible.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites and lure the Herc in. Just in time. Here they come.
Gibbs, it's gonna be something interesting, is what I imagine. Anniversary bundles are generally going to have a higher value. You know, for the Muds bundle, that really just depends on what it is you're going for. Typically, a Muds bundle is going to be there for, you know, for like some specific ship that you're interested in. The value is not going to be as significant in most cases as you would see with like a with an anniversary bundle. The World Racer? The World Racer is a great ship. My OSS just misfired. The 12th or Dread Through the Ages. So, I mean, the question is, do you want DPRM on the account unlocked? You know, how much value do you attribute to the DPRM and like the NJ and those ships?
All right, looks like the Herc have had enough for now. Let's get the
Terrible.
I'm glad I was able to...
Thank you, Julie.
Don't hit the keys so hard. Guys, Baltar, how's it going?
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
There, Ramsman.
It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really high value buds bundles. It's just you're typically going to be getting them for like one very specific thing, and the question is really just how much value do you attribute to that one specific thing?
We're able to return Opaka to Bajor safely. She's determined to follow the will of the prophets and establish a new
Let's
Gamma Quadrant.
makeshift pole arm. There we go. Looks terrible. Yeah, SDC dead robots. Terrible. Can't believe they got Switch 2 or 2077 running on the Switch 2. Yeah. Because we'll get some of these rep missions going here. I don't think I'll ever actually get these all up to tier 5 or 6, but have I ever done a that is something I have seen popping up a lot recently, and it is something I am looking into. Get that comp to 3. It's going. Yeah, the World Racer is great. Stuka, no. In order to get the original TOS Constitution skin, you have to own either the 10th anniversary bundle or the promotional version of the Connie. I've joined Trill and the Cardassian as playable character. Which one may I choose regarding the stats for space? I mean, neither of them are going to be particularly good for their space stats, from what I recall. I would say at that, you know, for those, like if you're looking at your top performance options, it's going to be Alien. Other than that, you know, just, you know, really go for what is going to help your immersion the most. Like Cardassian might be a little bit more modern, might be just a smidge better, but yeah. OSS is override subsystem safeties. Thornburg, thank you for the raid with a party of 16. Very much appreciated. Yeah, the T1 Connie that you can buy with Dill, that does not unlock the skin. Yeah, override subsystem safeties can be bought off the exchange, yep. Bit different managed to vengeance from Lovely Nice. Yeah, Grumpy, some of the FOMO stuff they do is really annoying. I need to run to the bathroom quick, so I'm going to go BRB. But again, Thornburg, thank you for the raid. You're gonna be lurking? Sounds good. Okay, I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Hopefully the ads are done for everyone. Okay, I miss anything in chat? Yeah, you can get OSS 1 and 2 from the BOF vendor. Too much coffee? Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen the size of the cup I have. Like, this is my second cup for the day. Are we still holding out hope for alteration tokens, maybe eventually working on TOS captains? I mean, that would be nice. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I feel like right now, it just, the sense is, like I was saying last week, a little bit overwhelmed. There's been a few things that have been broken that need to be addressed. Thomas had mentioned on the last stream it would be helpful for me to get like a video put together. So that is something that I have planned. I just haven't had time to get around to it quite yet. Yeah, it's sugar-free. It is a sugar-free coffee. Cup. Wow. This is just like an iced coffee. Okay, let's see. Next up is the search.
Has asked the Alliance. Be seeing you.
The Temporal Agent starter pack, I'm pretty sure doesn't get you... Where is it? Starter pack. Yeah, because that's just getting you the tier 1 Constitution. So that's the same one that you can buy for Dilithium. That doesn't actually get you the skin for the Shangri-La. What has better value, Disco Inferno or Dread Through the Ages? I mean, probably that's a tough one. Both of them have a bit of value. Disco Inferno, you know, you're more likely to actually fly the ship there. Ruin on every character, that is really high value. I'd rather have Ruin than DPRM, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I would go with Disco Inferno over Dread Through the Ages. Okay, let's get this story mission going.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can...
All ships, target the Herc and fire at will.
Victory is life!
Terrible GFs.
I can see you're a handy person to have around. And while I'd like to put this system far behind us,
You can get adaptive emergency systems if you have any of the like legendary flagships, or if you have any of the engineering flagship variants, like you'd have that on account with unlock. It's not as good, but it is a good budget alternative. Fireballscape, your coffee mug, yeah.
Scan the station once we're done with these Herc.
Yeah.
station is a base. Don't go to warp just yet. Looks like it's a Ferengi.
Is that very well?
Yeah, if you have the protomatter fuel projector, that is a good alternative. Is there a slim chance for any special to First Contact Day? It's going to be the same like missions as usual. So it's going to be the patrol or the build a rocket TFO.
Here we are.
Your presence is not required, as are we.
The Karimin.
I will take responsibility.
It seems we're not getting the whole story.
But like the rewards this year should be interesting. What ship am I flying on this character now? It seems to perform quite nicely. It's the free Ferengi Naga ship that we got last year. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, the broadside consoles are really nice for this content. Stuka, we will find out here in a couple days. It's probably because they know we would get just, power right through them up office. Why are all the Jem'Hadar ships just sitting back watching? Smith, they changed it to the pulse phaser visuals, I thought. But everything in the bundle is supposed to be pulse phaser. The Jem'Hadar like to watch.
Hello, can you hear
combat?
Logical. Do I know the stats of the 15th bundle? No. No, I don't. $16th bundle review when? Oh no. Let's not mention any reviews, okay? I'm terrible about getting reviews done in the past year, it seems. I'm curious to see where they go with the 16th bundle. What theme they go for with that. Starfleet King, how's it going?
We're about as close to Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in. How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my senses. Ah, more hurt. It seems we're right.
Yeah, Chiaps, yeah. Every time I mention, I want to have something done by a certain date, like just something IRL pops up that just screws it up. It's Chaops. No, Cheops told me that I don't have to worry about that anymore. He heard me say it a couple times, and he's like, "No, just go back to what you said. No, said before." Do I have an Arc Royal build video? I actually started to work on it last night. I want to get that done soon, especially with the console about to get it. Because that build I've been rocking on, it's been slamming pretty well. Yeah, I upset a lot of people with how I pronounced Sagan, because I say the last part as S or as GAN, and it upsets people. I've just always mispronounced it like that, but people get really mad. And when I had an entire portion of that video, focused on that ship, it led to a lot of complaints. Some Enterprise ships? That'd be cool. Honestly, it made me realize I missed like a really good opportunity for April Fools. I could have done one of those how to pronounce videos for Sagan. Like I wasn't even intentionally like trying to do it. It's just how I say it.
All right, I'll wait for you here.
Sega? Okay, who do I gotta talk to? There. They have the idea for next year? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny hearing people even that live in Iowa try to pronounce some of the names of towns or cities here is funny.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Yeah. Gotta get this premium loot right here. Des Moines. I've heard Des Moines pronounced so many different ways.
Not the lip.
Well.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Yeah, Cheops, yeah. Bots? Do I have a favorite story arc? um, I don't know. I mean, it's. Do I have a favorite story arc? I really don't know. Yeah, I'm realizing I'm missing the one. I mean, the Iconian arc, the first playthrough, that was quite epic, so I need to play through the current story arc again. I haven't played the newest mission yet.
You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
What?
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about... I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice... Excellent.
Okay. Iconian's not as good as it used to be.
Excellent. Now that we're past... I have... Excellent.
Favorite episode? I mean, Quark's Lucky 7 here, which is about to come up, is like one of the best episodes in the entire game. Yeah, I know. I know, Chiaps. Is there a fast way to build up expertise points? Just grind, like patrols. The patrols where you can do the waves is really good.
To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
You put my entire planet at risk. People
Garrix.
died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, And the
Indeed,
Hive
Gusty.
makes one at that.
You have no idea.
It is not.
I need you to Karema.
Quite.
I'm surprised.
It is a mess.
How kind,
Sir,
the same.
this is.
The dilithium detonator charge is the experimental weapon that was accidentally released alongside the I'm blanking on the name. Marker Chief's ship. The Pioneer 2. The Pioneer 2. They pulled it after like a day or two because it wasn't meant to go live. I'm not sure what the plan is for it right now, but yeah, it's really, really powerful. When you're crafting phaser beams, what are the ones you want to keep for beam overload builds? I mean, any with crit deer damage is fine. If you're going for the pen mod, you know, obviously you want that. Some people do like the over mod. It's not great, but there are people that prefer it.
The founders are definitely be seeing you.
Yeah. Indeed, Cheops. Okay, so Doom Repeat is the next mission.
In the Masan system. Be seeing you.
So this is where we're gonna find out, if I recall, if we haven't already learned it, that the Dominion made the Herc. Still annoyed how it never showed up in your account claim? Yeah, it was really random. Watch them just go in and add it as like a bundle exclusive.
I only No. So far, so good. They're not targeting us.
Spoilers. I know, terrible.
Entering the Dominion systems without
I mean, realistically, Gusty, there's no difference.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
Yeah, so in theory, your TOS phasers are the exact same under the hood as the pulse phasers. It's just, you know, a difference of visuals. Alan, how's it going?
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Watts. Logical, how can you spoil something like that on a story playthrough stream? I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, I saw that the other day, Ed. Someone called it out in like a trade channel. And if I would have had 800 mil on me, I would have grabbed it. Yeah, Watts, that is terrible.
Power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
I think if you own one, you get access to both the phasers and disruptors. From what I remember, I think they're both in the deal store afterwards. It's been a while though, so I don't really remember. Shield Absorptive, yes, that is one of the best consoles in the entire game. Yeah, I'd love to see more Cardassian stuff in the game. The Keldon really could use an update as well. And at this point, like a legendary Keldon would be fine, in my opinion. Especially with them being a playable race, I don't think it would hurt.
I'm picking up something on my
DPS bronze is wild again. I'm not in DPS bronze, so I have no idea what happens over there. David, how's it going?
We must be.
Yeah.
Well, that answers. It gets worse. Worf and Martok need to see this.
Yeah. That happened a couple times with elites as well, where it would be just like one person narrating everything they were doing IRL.
I'm picking up.
Logical, as far as I'm aware, it is still doing it per shot.
And they don't look friendly.
Yes.
By the prophets.
There's just a few stasis pods.
More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Joshua?
We're on our way to assist you.
Less stasis pods than a Wraith Hive ship. Yeah. Gotcha. You're going to use this stream to narrate your life? You are chewing... Terrible.
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Rock Gino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
I think we've...
Okay. Is it in this room? No.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
Yeah, the Herc really could just overwhelm ya. They hurt. I wish we had more Thaleron weaponry. You know, talking about WMDs for Romulans. Give us more.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
Yeah, this is the free-to-play account.
You might be right. Listen.
Are you insane?
Geneva guidelines, Geneva checklist. Yeah. For the Romulans, yeah, that's for the Tal Shiar, that's definitely how it is. Not guidelines, it's a checklist. I don't think I actually have to fight these guys. I think I can just run past.
Once we return...
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the Fakiri? I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. Beginning to see why.
Yeah.
Reading a massive hurt fleet dropping out of port.
Just as the Fakiri are warping.
Looks like the Fakiri are...
The Herc seem to be distracted.
Are you
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later.
There we go. Wei Yun is one of them. That's elite level strategy. Hey, sometimes that is the way. Yeah. If I wanted to recreate my fleet and armories that I have on my main account, how much would it cost? It would, for me to replicate like CasualSAB over onto another account or any of my mains, it would be a couple $1,000s at least. Much more than that, honestly. To be clear, I think the entire amount that I've put into STO over the past 13 years is still in the sub 4K range. Which I know some people don't believe, but I did a lot of ship acquisition via grinding resources out in game. Extreme Attitude, thank you for the follow. So it would be several $1,000s for sure to copy, like to buy everything I have on my main account over on another. Be expensive. Terrible chiaps. The funny thing is, you have Canada to thank for the Geneva Convention. For part of the British Commonwealth, Canadians were ruthless. Oh no. Catching up on missed events is what makes it so damn expensive, and all the lockbox ships. That's the next challenge stream. Oh no. Okay, let's
The
get
founders never did
get them
much.
rewards.
I wish I had chosen to join you on the.
Yeah. Next up, we got a great story episode. Quark's Lucky 7.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission.
Good luck.
No one is willing to help with the 24/9 data lure. Can't you just buy those off the exchange? Yeah, like you should be able to buy a lot of those right off the exchange if other people are putting them up. Yeah. Console still has a functional Dillax. I mean, the PC Dillax is getting better, but it's still far from being back to consistent availability. Yeah, and I was lucky enough to play back in those days where getting like 400k dill a day was much easier.
Do I need to remind you of the unwritten rule of acquisition, brother?
Rule 0.
Endless account transfers will get the account banned.
Why me? Get an eliminator to do it. Get 50. You can afford it.
You have connections with the Klingons. That and you're Rom's second most trusted Ferengi.
What? Who's first? Nog? Pell?
No. Mood.
Fine. Send her then.
But brother, you did such a great job of rescuing her before.
I also told your son to shoot me if I ever thought of doing something like that again.
That's right, you did. Well, don't worry, he won't.
That's not what I'm worried about.
We need this, brother.
Not willing to spend 10 mil on a data lure.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother, otherwise we're doomed.
Insanity! You don't even know where the Iconian fleet is, Rom.
I don't, but Starfleet intelligence monitors all major threats, including the Iconians.
Starfleet isn't in the habit of sharing classified data.
If we can get access to a security console, we can extract the data. We'll need to keep the security officer on duty occupied.
Leave that to me, husband.
Just hold on to it, Alan.
All right, Lita. The security officer on duty is a creature of...
Really, Quark?
whatever.
You worry too much, Quark. I got this. Woo! Oh, thanks. Quark.
This is...
The free drink will get her to relax.
Couldn't drink cold coffee. Some folks say it's unnatural.
One loss to remove suspicion. Okay. And then a victory to reel her in.
Yeah, that was a fun time period, Gibbs, when 30k was like the impressive DPS number.
Dabo!
Nicely done. Those winnings are coming out of your cut, though.
Good. The guard's distracted. Time to go to work. Overriding this door panel should be child's play.
Never change, Quark.
This is the most secret maintenance panel. Chief O'Brien needed me to fix it once. Once I'm in, I can install a back door. Then we can access the system from the console at Quark's.
What do we... I don't remember what we have to do here, so let's see. You need to enter... Didn't Gibbs just recently hit 30K? Okay, change first digit. Anyone happen to remember what the code was for this? It's random. There's a 3 somewhere. I just don't have it in the right spot. And the 4th, let's see, is it 5? Brute force the code. There we go.
She's heading back, Rom. Get out of there.
If I somehow violated TOS on my main account, would I start over? No.
Relax, everyone. It's done. I'm on my way back.
Try not to look conspicuous or guilty.
Okay.
Like, imagine starting over not having all the event stuff. Like, that'd be brutal. Okay.
Intelligence Officer's Log, Stardate 8900. Intelligence Officer's Log, Stardate 88039. Intelligence Officer's Log.
Thankfully, you can just skip through these and... Okay.
Intelligence Officer's Log.
All right, Ron. And that's the job. Confront.
Where's Gala?
Really? He shot the hostage last...
This is Stockholm Syndrome, the game for those of us who've been playing so long. Yeah.
Help us locate the package.
Always happy to help, Grand Nagus. Retreat.
Still a master of Rule 33. Aren't you, Brunt?
It never hurts to suck up to the boss. Of course. I presume you'll need my ship again, yes?
Not this time. We'll need a ship that can fight, just in case.
And we'll have it, thanks to our friend here.
Good. Everyone's here. Also, full consortium.
Oh, unbelievable.
The table's rigged. I'm sure of it.
Here we are. Looks like they're busy. Getting in's the easy part. We're cloaked and unexpected.
Oh, the ultimate console keeps trying to deploy and then it gets instantly shut down. Best mission in the entire game, yeah.
too close. They can see us. Get back.
Well,
That should be enough to
we can
get
all
to the
stop
flagship
holding our breath
undetected.
now. Well, we can all stop.
I'm looking forward to this.
Almost there. Just take it nice and easy.
Yeah, a way to transfer your account over from console would be cool, Navy Man, but I just don't foresee them ever allowing it, unfortunately.
We made it.
Nick, how's it going? Better than Dust to Dust? Wow. How could you even make that comparison, Singa?
Nog, you're our engineer. Buy it 400 and sell it 5.
It'll be up to you to disable the security systems, son.
Right. I'm familiar with their tech from the war. I won't let you down, Father. Evade.
No, you.
We're up first, Nog.
No problem.
There's some people that enjoy that.
Head left here, Nog.
I've studied Iconian systems. I can unlock these doors.
Good. We'll have to disable security and
23.
engineering,
So I need this to be shaved head Spencer when? Terrible. Chris, how's it going? This has to be 23, okay. So I gotta remember how to do this. It says it right here. And if I do the 4th digit to, or no, it'd be go. These puzzles are maddening. I need more coffee. This is too much thinking.
Heralds! Don't worry. I can handle them.
That scream from Quark is wonderful.
Hold on, Uncle. Something's coming.
That looks like more than we can handle. Let Lek.
Cheops. Oh no.
Behind once it's gone.
Great idea. Do that. Quickly. Head right here.
Terrible. So 1, 2.
Got it.
Yeah. You're making Costco orange chicken right now? Nice. It's good.
We've made it. This is main engineering. Security's offline. We're good to go.
Can we drop their rear shield for a moment?
From the other console? Why?
No, I've got some Costco pizza here. I just haven't taken a bite from it in a little bit.
How do you feel about Iconian heralds?
Very dangerous. I look forward to shooting some. Sell at 250?
Yeah.
Buy at 100.
You'll get your chance, clearing the path for Quark and Nog.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. I'm in.
Lek, Brunt, you're on.
That's good. I live very close to a Costco as well. It is wonderful.
The hunt is on. Ooh, they fight back. Good, good. Magnificent. Truly magnificent. It's looking this way between patrol points. I should be able to sneak up on it if I duck behind the wall.
Solo the queue and say it's a warm up. Yeah.
I bet I could make that console explode remotely.
That's great.
Not the explosion I was looking for, but it'll do.
I found the package. The Iconian
Testing my...
Yeah, I watched Babylon 5. I don't remember the last time I sat down and like watched through the entire show. But yeah, that is such an amazing show. I don't think I ever got through all the movies though.
What? Still no explosion? Ugh, ridiculous.
I haven't watched Andor at all. I'm not much of a Star Wars person. Ethan, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated.
The big one will come to investigate. This isn't work. This is fun. If I overload those conduits, I'm sure it'll make a big explosion. Doesn't anything blow up around here? Lecter Quark, the path is clear.
I'm detecting some nearby patrols.
I will see if I can cause a distraction. Hold on.
I want to say the last time I watched through Babylon 5, the only time was probably around the time this episode was put into the game. Like it's definitely been several years. I think I have all of the show on my NAS. It's just I don't know. Maybe that's the next show I need to go through and rewatch.
It'll cause a nice distraction. How do I overload these ridiculous Iconian consoles?
Easy. First you need to... Wait. How are you at trinary conversions?
Garth, how's it going?
I have a workaround.
brother. You'll crack the safe. Once Brunt finds it, that is.
Nice of
Best
you.
shot right there, yeah.
Easy job, Rom.
By that point, Lek will have eliminated their guards.
We're talking about Iconians here, Rom.
I'll be with you, Uncle. You'll be fine.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
I just never really been much of a Star Wars person, so I haven't really watched it through any of the shows.
Time for me to earn my share. Watch and learn.
I haven't really watched all the movies.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've got your back.
I love that. Yeah, that scream is great. Going the right way.
You know, you were supposed to shoot me if I got pulled into another one of these.
I thought you meant rescue operations. I can see you later if you like.
No, it just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, Singo indeed.
That's one word for it.
The only Trek actor I've seen IRL was Jonathan Frakes.
He left some guarding the trophy room.
It's okay, Uncle. We can handle them.
All right, now let's find the package. It has to be in one of the display cases around the room.
I didn't get any autograph. It was like an event at my school at the time. They had him as a guest speaker. You could have like paid to get a signature or whatever, but the line was just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, look, a lockbox, yeah. Look at all these nice things here.
Uncle.
Seeing these reminds me of...
And they say you...
It's...
I think there's a thing for looking at all these, right? That's why I'm looking at them.
Package located. The Sword of Kalis. Now, we need to retrieve it. I can just get you of all... Rules.
Now it's time to get out of here. Nice, Justin. Terrible Singa.
Far enough. Well done, Quark.
Are you out?
How did...
Have it your way.
Ah... Goodbye, Quark. At last, goodbye!
Look a little closer. That's a chronoton field. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call. That's where you're wrong. I don't have anything of yours on me. Run a scan. There will be plenty of time to eliminate each and every... You're not entirely wrong. Remember this? A little something we picked up on Karema. Keep it on your ship and beam it to our location when we give you the signal.
What's that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call. They're called Herc. Maybe you've heard of them. Real nasty. Here's how this is gonna work.
Work plan for everything? Indeed.
And in return, I'll disable the device that's bringing every Herc in the Quadrant here to chew on your ship. We'll go our way, you'll go yours. Otherwise, we'll wait and see what happens first. My field drops, or you and your ship become the main course at the Herc buffet.
I agree to your terms. Go, get out, leave my ship, and disable your wretched device. Know this, you've made an enemy today for me. I am patient. I will avenge myself. You will pay for your crimes.
Right. Then we have a deal. We'll be on our way then. I'll take care of your Herc problem once I've made it to a safe distance. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but we... What are we waiting for? Run! Run!
We're almost there, but we...
Quark to Modron.
Modron here. You'll be happy to know the package is safe and sound.
I'll be sure to let him know. And look, the shuttle's right where we left.
Apparently, Custy.
Thanks for sticking around. Now, if you don't mind, let's get back to DS.
We've got a problem. The cloaking device is acting up. If it goes down, the cloak's offline!
Terrific. This is what I get for buying it from the aliens.
Don't worry. I'll be running it again. I just need a couple minutes.
I mean, it's not really hard to survive. You just fly away.
Found another way back.
our sails!
Oh, I'm at the edge of the map.
Online again, and we're at it.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I was
The sound dropping off was from me having the camera outside of the map.
ready to go now.
Pretty sure surviving isn't a requirement here.
Quark and Nog told me you did a
Terrible.
good job keeping them all safe. Brunt is and Brunt made the
Based on the What can I do for you? Well, he's got a deep contusion of the auricular lobe, and
they'll both.
Yeah, mines would be fine for dealing with the swarmers, yeah.
If you say so, Brunt. But none of the Ferengi were willing to tell me what led to Brunt looking like he went 10 rounds with the Gorn heavyweight. Now, this is interesting.
Here's the last test to do.
I'm reading traces of multiple radiation. We have a 4,000-year-old weapon made of a Herc carapace. My analysis of the radiation within the blade should allow us to narrow down its point of origin. I've had the computer working on that as we speak. Let's have a look. Cross-referencing all known Alliance and Dominion star charts, and voila! There's one system that contains all of the conditions we've isolated. Havas Kul, at the edge of Dominion space. It's possible we've just discovered the location of the Herc homeworld. We should forward this information to the appropriate parties at once. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Sounds impressive and valuable. Roll 21, Quark. Never place friendship above profit.
Time has come, indeed.
Unbelievable. I knew Brunt was a...
He's a fool if he thinks he can steal from me!
Considering how angry my father is, the Klingons will be the least of Lek's problems. I haven't seen him this mad since he caught me...
Glad you like it, Gibbs.
Think they bought it?
Completely. As far as they're concerned, the sword has been stolen. You, might want to lay low for a while, though.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Well done, brother.
The sword of Kalis, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
So will I, Grilka, once the payment clears. Pleasure doing business with you.
Terrible. Stand around the exchange on ESD now. I mean, that is one end game route that a lot of people go down. Cheops. Okay, next up is Tenebris Torquent, or
Researchers led by
however you pronounce it.
Have isolated several fat. Be seeing you.
It's great. I put it in the air fryer for 12 minutes at 400 degrees. And it's really good. It's good chicken. This is turning into a cooking stream. Hey, we're down to the last 2 missions in this story arc. Look, I know I've been terrible about getting these story missions done, but I wanna try over the next month or two to get them knocked out.
It's barely Class D. No metals, complex compounds,
Sam, it's going good. How are you?
The interior is a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
Yeah, you know, Mac, I saw your message, and that's an interesting idea. Stowe stream in Spencer's Kitchen when? Terrible. Yeah, I've had some of that, Gibbs.
I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone.
I should have. Everything's in order here. Defiant,
Oh.
you still have a lock on us.
Oh, my hair's a mess today.
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may
You guys are getting... It's the weekend. Hey, pair.
Up there!
That wouldn't last very long, Darth. I don't usually have much AC. I do need to get some stuff sold. I wanna try to get like another billion EC here in the next couple days.
Glad you're still with us. Be careful.
This is Bashir. Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy, cramped little tunnels
Those
would
readings
make a
you're
nice
getting. Yes, of
vacation spot.
Looks like the door to the next chamber is locked. The readings I'm getting on that crystal are weak. It probably isn't usable. That one's got an odd harmonic. Doesn't seem to match the rest.
What is the rarest ship in game right now? The Voth Bulwark.
Use it to open that door.
I think is the old T5 Voth promo ship because they took it out of Phoenix and there's no way to get it now. So it's just an unobtainable ship. I mean, there's a few other unobtainable ships, like there's that T1 Endorian Kamari or whatever.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across. Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters.
creatures turned back. It must not like anti-gravity.
Yeah, isn't it in the bundle? Like in the Steam Runner bundle? Yeah. Where am I supposed to go here?
Slow and steady, don't get lost. Try to head up when you can.
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
This
Ishimura here. My nav system's useless. I'll keep trying to find you all.
Kane, report. I just lost crewman Kane's vitals. Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
Okay, so that console does nothing? Hit the console, nothing happens. Oh, something does happen. That opens up. Okay. Charlie, how's it going? Make its console an 8, not... Yeah. First time going through took 40 minutes. Going good? Yeah.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber. We're picking up some... We think...
How many story missions did the game launch with? I don't remember. The wiki would have that info. A lot of those missions aren't here anymore. Did you go... So you got an Infinity Ship Box, Friendship, or World Raiser? If you're looking for like more DPS stuff, then the World Raiser. If you're more interested in like tanking, support, Friendship, or carrier builds, that'd be Friendship as well. Yeah, not having a mini map is a bit unfortunate. Are the pets off the Friendship any good? No.
Oh, good. You made it. We were about to leave when... No! No!
What's going on? Ishimura's vitals just flatlined.
This thing's just a tank, isn't it?
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries. That covers the first peaceful meeting between the Herc and the Founders over 3,000 years ago.
Why is my, like, why are my bridge officers just standing here?
You're a sight for sore eyes. Let's get out of here before...
Williams!
Terrible Mac.
Send your officer to me so that I can address him.
Yeah, Type 7s are just generally the best to go for right now. Oh, I thought this thing was leaving there with how it was acting.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Where Jammers, thank you for the 5. Very much apprecited.
So that I can address any injuries.
One of your officers has arrived here.
Where the thing that goes bump in the night plus bad bridge officer pathing. Yeah.
But failed.
For those on the Twitch side, remember multi-streaming on the YouTube. So if you see chat popping up on the video that you don't see in chat, it's because it's from the YouTube side. What's over here? I would love to see New Romulus finished. Did I go the wrong way somewhere? I seem to have just went in a circle. Do I see the chats together or individually? I have my restream up on my prompter, and that has the chats mixed together. Did you know you could throw tribbles? I did not know that. There's something hiding up there. Is that what I'm missing? Anything special up here?
One of your officers has arrived here.
My god. The enzyme the Herc need is a precursor to Ketracel.
One of your officers has arrived here.
I'm about to get just destroyed here.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
That's game over for that man right there. Yeah. It'd be nice if the minimap was accessible, but I understand why it's not. That was one of Spencer's previous crew. That was you trying to leak ground?
Nicely done. I'm getting...
It It appears we have some uninvited guests.
You're a long way from Zenketh, Admiral.
Yes. To
Nice,
what
Charlie.
do we owe the pleasure?
Just a couple more days.
Ah, traveling incognito?
One of her many covert identities, I suspect.
This expedition of yours has gone on long enough.
Touched a nerve, have we?
You found a secret I've kept for millennia. Something I've kept from Odo and the Great Link.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
I needed soldiers to realize my dream of dominion. Enforcers willing to obey without question. Physically, the Herc were perfect candidates. But their peaceful, free-thinking nature was an obstacle. In studying the Herc biology, I found the key to their loyalty.
The CasualSAB precursor?
Yes, I extracted it from their ecosystem. They had no choice. Obey or die.
I take it things didn't go
Skips.
according to plan.
No, they became savage, incoherent, volatile. With each cycle, the swarm grew larger, wilder. My ability to control them diminished. All I could do was point them in the direction of my enemies. I would let them rampage and await their eventual hibernation.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
They were a failure, but they provided a gift. CasualSAB, the gift that led to a more successful endeavor. The Gem Hadar.
I think I've heard enough. I knew you were involved in this somehow. You built an empire on slavery, and now it's all falling apart. When the Alliance learns about this...
But they won't. None of you are leaving this world alive.
You would kill another founder?
There were other founders who knew the truth once, like you. They did not want a dominion built on the backs of slaves. They tried to depose me, to expose the truth to the Link. They failed, and paid for their lack of vision.
All of you against the wall.
Type 7's unlocked from the Awani.
Out of hand.
Stop this now.
No, Odo. This is bigger than you. Bigger than us. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
What now?
You've forced my hand. This is a modification of your own Herc lure. As we speak, every Herc in the Quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And you're calling them here? To their homeworld?
On the contrary, madam. I'm calling them to the Founder home. Your chickens, as the humans say, are coming home to roost.
Insanity! We will...
Where'd he go? The janky silent reactions. I have a lot of the game sound turned off, so that's part of it, why it's so quiet. Oh.
I think that's our cue. Now
Founders don't like Herc acupuncture? Nope.
All of you? You killed a god? My god? My beautiful founder.
Grumpy.
I loved her so. And now you'll pay the price. Guards!
Enough, Wayoon. All of you stand down.
No! You betrayed her! And the Dominion! I will carry out her final order!
That founder is no more, Wayoon. This founder has given you an order, and you will obey.
No! He is no founder. She was a founder. He is a traitor. Guards! Shoot to kill! All of them!
Belay that order.
What?
We do not serve you, Vorta. Where this founder leads, we will follow.
Thank you, my friend.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself.
Take Weyoun into custody and return to your ship. We have business
Damn
in the
commercials.
world to attend to.
They just go off on their own on Twitch. Yeah, indeed, Watts.
Tell me, was it part of your plan to draw every Herc in the sector to this system, Garrick?
Try to hold them off. See if I can arrange a distraction. Virtual integrity failed. Abandoned ship. Containment breach. Keep up.
Casual Vulcan. Terrible. Now you avoided the spoilers, though. Good for you. Nice, Charlie. When will we see this character doing elite TFOs to grind for isomags? Never.
They're breaking off.
Yeah, I already have isomags on, actually.
The heading for the Founder homeworld. I think we're in the clear. The Herc have departed for...
Thanks to Garrick, my...
I mean, isomags have only fallen behind for the really high-end uncon builds. Terrible Cheops.
There's a certain poetic symmetry at play here.
I need that flare. Yeah, I need that flare. That's mega OP, right? Okay, one more mission in this arc, but I am going to take a quick 5-minute break before I get started with it. So I'm going to go to the BRB screen, and again, I'll be back in a few minutes. Kyle? Yeah, you caught the stream. Still have one more mission to go, but I need to step away for just a few moments. Look, I've drank a lot of coffee, okay? Leaning back in the chair. This is a real casual stream. Leaning back in the chair, feet up on the footrest. Got the blanket. Washed hands. Yes. It's what empty plastic bottles are for? Terrible.
Empersa, the homeworld of the Founders, is under attack by the Herc, if you'll excuse me.
Here we go. It is currently 67.8 degrees Fahrenheit. And outside, it is 44. I've got a fan in the window right now to help balance out how warm the computer is. So you want to know what that is in communist? Let me tell you. 19.9.
Is on the verge of collapse. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
Terrible.
What's happening?
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech.
I found a similar device on Bejor.
These devices call the Herc, and we put them there. The other Founders are hiding things from me.
Odo, look out!
Oh no, Gibbs.
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
You found a secret I've kept for millennia.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that. As we speak, every Herc in the Quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And now the conclusion. I arrived here ahead of you, and I've already engaged the Herc near the planet.
I'm afraid that's the problem.
Then why are the...
Perhaps they're still attacking.
Enough!
Agreed.
We may be needing your solution to this problem soon, Doctor.
Ship is under attack.
Yes, it's yours failing. Spectacular fashion. Has it? Some might argue it's succeeded. This is the Chimera. We're here to help.
Well, how many times you've run this mission? Yeah, a lot of people have run this a lot.
My ship won't last much longer. We need to deal with the swarm attacking it immediately.
A lot, yeah.
defenses ready.
And the heart. There's a. We did it.
I'll set
right.
Norris and I have.
Okay, here we go.
We'll need to find their central computer.
Enemy life signs ahead. Get
Best off the Manticore and make a boring build. Those 4-3 destroyers, a torpless CSV build, isn't a bad way to go. No, I mean, you can make it work perfectly fine. If I ever get this Arc Royal build done, you'll see that even a 3-3 CSV setup, you know, that can do really fine as well. Yeah, Gibbs is really into the RP side of things. He's flying the Manticore right now. Probably you're not flying to California again right now, Gibbs. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be able to do more DPS stuff, but it's just bashing our heads against a wall with how the servers are. Yeah, I know. Most of the Lance abilities in the game are like super underpowered. Well, Sloth, how's it going? Use the Vorgon 3-5 ship and make a mine layer and annoy the Herc. Definitely could do that. Yeah, I remember this is a longer mission. Wouldn't fall be better on a 3-3? So the issue with fall is most of the time people are getting, you know, the fall up time through ETM, which means you're using a Torp. So on a 3-3 setup, that then takes you down to just 5 beams, which is not amazing. Yeah, there's been a lot of gifted memberships. Oh. I mean, if people want to use Beam Overload, I have no issue with it. It's just the issue with Beam Overload is it's less damage output and your lower survivability. You're basically trading off. You're trading off performance for immersion. Members were having a gifting battle. It was unbelievable. Yeah, especially like with the hype trains on Twitch, they can get a bit crazy.
I was saving time by inverting the feed now instead of later.
Yeah, we had that here a couple weeks ago. Mavrock, I mean, is there any other ships you want? Like, use your event campaign to get the most expensive ship you want. So if you want like a promo ship, use the event campaign to get that, because promos are usually more expensive than lockbox. You know, like if you don't have the D7 Merc Worker and you don't want to buy the Muds bundle for it, then you know, go for that with the event campaign.
I wouldn't even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this.
Are there any DPS lists with qualifiers? How much damage can you do without any spec abilities? No. I mean, there's various tables. We don't have a table for Jupiter because of the random enemies.
We're running out of time, Doctor.
Perhaps you know a faster way to translate Herc language and reverse engineer their technology.
Aiming towards using the token. Terrible champs. You would see like a badge next to your name in chat, but also you'd have access to like any of the members' exclusive content when you're looking at the channel page. There is going to be a members only economic related video dropping in the next couple of days, by the way. You chose the VOD jug. Charlie, go for the D7 American Worker Flight Deck Carrier. Get yourself the D7 with Ruin. That Ruin trait, Ruin of Our Enemies, that is just one of the best traits in the entire game. Strom, thank you for the gifted T1 sub to Crystal. Very much appreciated. When was the last time you fully seriously played Home? Never. I mean, Ranger, remember, I played this mission like once when it came out, and I hated it so much I never did it again to get the rest of the set. See, how's it going? Sorry I missed your message in chat over there. Yeah.
Almost ready here.
Crossfield refit because of UD?
Are you insane, Wayun? That was our last hope.
How is this possible? You were in prison.
I was liberated by those who still served the true founders. Not everyone is a traitor to the Dominion, after all.
There is only one traitor here, Wayun. It's time you paid the price for your treachery.
Pathetic. You can't even...
Achilles' console still has more damage potential. Shangri-La's got more utility with shield offline.
You, Jemadar, make yourself useful. Kill them. Giving you an order! Open fire! Kill them, now!
I think not.
He's gone.
And not a moment too soon.
Bashir to command. Everyone, we have a problem.
Yeah.
That Herc fleet is about to attack our position.
The last ground combat can be skipped by just running to the end. Yeah, that broadside console's amazing.
Fix there, Odo.
Brilliant observation, Quark. What do you want?
Forgive my brother, Odo. We're here to help.
The Ferengi cavalry? I thought I'd seen everything.
Oh, the best is yet to come, Odo. Say hello to my dangerous friends.
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
Rom, where are they?
Lose something? Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takuvma, the Unforgettable, lit the beacon of Kahless to restore glory to the
Yeah, I really like DS9.
Today, a new torchbearer, Worf, son of Moog, does the same. United, we now go to fight the enemy of our ancestors. Today, we will fight the Herc. I now hold the weapon they fear most. The sword of Kahless has been returned to us. Join me now in honorable combat. Show the Herc what it truly means to be Klingon. For Kahless, for the Empire, Kapla!
Yeah, I think with DS9, I wish it had like a nice remastered version like we got for TNG. Like imagine some of those space battles. I know some people have done that on YouTube. But like, you know, imagine like an official re-release, like modernized, or the visuals remastered, modernized. That'd be really cool for DS9. Also be really cool for Babylon 5. I think I saw, didn't I see someone was talking about them doing that, or is that someone just doing it AI? I don't remember. Yeah, indeed, logical.
The arrival of the Klingons has given...
Gotcha, Mac. That's unfortunate.
Whom do we seek? Careless! How do we find him? Together! Careless, give us light to see forever! Will he hide from us always? Never!
It's worse than we thought.
We'll meet you there.
The gem...
We won't last long out in the open like this.
I die as I lived. This is how it is.
Odo to Kira. We're fortifying our position near the Great Link.
Understood. We're on our way.
After locking on this mission, BRB. I'm just trying to run past it all.
I'm picking up Founder life.
Okay, I can't run right through there. We made it.
You made it.
Please tell me you have more Jem'Hadar coming to help.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive in time.
We'll do what we can with what we have then.
As always, until the end.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Odo.
Nerys, if we don't make it...
I can't encourage AFKing, Singo.
No, now is not the time for this discussion.
Look around. There may not be a better time.
You're right. And I understand what you did.
You do? Then you know how sorry I am for everything.
Yes. And I forgive you.
I know. I feel the same.
My bridge officers are right where they belong. Them bridge officers knew what they were signing up for.
Nerys, are you hurt?
It's just a scratch. I'm fine. We're losing ground here, Odo. Keep fighting.
We can't hold this position much longer.
That's Jem'Hadar, for we're about to die, Doctor. Are you ready?
Not without the Ketracel components needed for the cure.
Ketracel? Yes. Victory.
Wait! Stop!
Is life.
Indeed, Eric. Indeed, logical.
It seems the battle is over, but how?
I believe Dukan Rex realized that his own body contained the Ketracel material I needed to finalize the cure. He extracted...
Yeah. Mark the Chief? Yeah, that was his entire objective. Oh
There's
no.
nothing I could do for him on the Herc Dreadnought. The Ketracel extraction process was too devastating.
He didn't even have a name when he left us. I remember his first days on the station. Well, I suppose you're right.
Until the next tune.
And here we are. Funny.
It is now.
Hello again. Thankfully, with a...
Thank you for coming to visit.
We'll be here at DS. I don't.
Now to talk to everyone.
When...
I am forever indebted. Welcome back. Did you take a hit? That's more like it. Don't take it for... Can I get you something? Not much. Not much to... Who do you think you... Can I get you... Interesting. I wouldn't keep him...
Nice to be social, yeah.
The conflict may sometimes...
Thank you for meeting me here. Quite so. Oh, it is. Oh, I believe our fearless...
There have been some as a...
I have...
Things are fun. Well, indeed.
The Dominion... No. Also...
Done. We have another story arc done. I know it's been a while. I think the last story arc with this challenge was done in January, so there be another.
future of the Dominion is uncertain for the first time in many years. Without the Founder and her unbreakable will at the center of it all, the Gamma Quadrant will undoubtedly go through a great deal of turmoil.
I'm gonna go for the
I'll do
console.
what I can.
Yeah, it's a good arc. Indeed. So the next stream for this story arc, I don't know if necessarily the next stream will be another story stream, but next up will be Age of Discovery. Next one will be short, yeah. Well, that entire arc should be able to be done in, you know, one stream again. Julo's Discovery, that one might take 2. Civil War, it depends on how much time I have that day. Terran Gambit. Kings and Queens, I haven't done the latest episode yet on my main account. I want to sit down and play through the rest of the arc again and just be able to absorb it all in one go. Need to do that again sooner rather than later. Jiffy, thank you. Okay, that's good to know, because honestly, this is going to sound really terrible. I don't think I've actually played the Julius Discovery arc. Well, Age of Discovery's next. The more recent story arcs, like I have not actually played through them. Terran Gambit I did as a challenge, but that was just like I hate myself because trying to do them on Elite, with how the mirror version the Inquisitor set up is you know, it's so rough. Like the duality right there. Jula arc is pretty great. 2 messages down, the Jula arc isn't great. Back and forth, and then above that is Gibbs. The Jewel arc kind of sucks. I love it. Yeah, Klingon's gonna take a while. Charlie, welcome back. I finished the story arc. Finished the objective for today, so that is it for the story portion of this stream. You love Uncon? I love unconventional systems as well. Oh. No, I did a TFO right before the stream. I did my my Pavo. Gambling next. I'll check a couple things on my main account. See if there's any gambling I can do for you guys quick. Okay, nothing sold here. Yeah, I'm if you guys have any final questions, you know, feel free to drop them in. I am definitely wrapping things up at this point. I'm just seeing if there's any potential gambling I can do. There's 100 mil. 100 mil is all I've got right now. I mean, basically the mere angle build is using that, and the Arc Royal build video that I'll have out here sometime in the near future is like gonna basically have like what the top 5 for an uncon setup are, if I can English. I don't think keys are the way to go right now. How are promos doing? Promos are horrendous. What are Delta Alliance DOF packs at? 14.5. Wow. Yeah. I can't English talk anymore. Fleet Sport Duty Officer pack. 4 mil. 5 mil. All the DOF packs are just horrible right now. Okay, I'm gonna, I guess we'll just do a couple keys. How are the starter packs worth buying? I mean, if you're brand new, 25% off. I mean, you can get them 35% off during a bundle sale, but bundle sales aren't as common nowadays, it seems. Yeah, Mac, I believe promo packs should be back soon because we have an R&D event starting on Tuesday, so typically that would line up with like a promo. Yeah, if you're like brand new to the game, the starter packs, I think I talked about them in a video at one point. Let's see here. Yeah, starter packs. Like the ROM one, because you get the CSV trait if you miss the Klingon recruit. That can be good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did a video at one point, or Nick did a video going over like which of these is best. Does Ruin of Our Enemies buff pets? No. Didn't they forget to add promos during the last event? I don't honestly remember. Not getting many keys here. 8 keys? Okay. Nothing. I got screwed over. Nothing. There you go. There's your gambling. Yeah. At least you got salvage tech. Terrible. We gamble until the wallet improves. RNG better be nicer tomorrow. See, how are some ships going on the market? Adoliths are 210. Terrible. Okay. It is time to raid out over on the Twitch side, so you guys are here for some story content. I see Truly Stowe is doing some story missions, so let me send you guys over there. Oh, the target channel has disabled raids. That's interesting. Looks like everyone else is speaking German. No. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to wrap things up here. Again, a stream again next Saturday, same time. And I think any other things I want to mention. Yeah, first contact day starts up on Tuesday, so depending on how the timing lines up, I might do a stream that day. Might hang out a little bit, we'll see. But again, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this really casual story content stream. And if you have any questions or whatever, feel free to drop by the CasualSAB Builds Discords, both of which are linked in the description down below. See you guys around.